Hello, welcome to our lesson on mensuration, and today we are going to look at area and perimeter of a kite. Area and perimeter of a kite. Okay, so with a kite is also a quadrilateral four-sided figure where the two pairs of the adjacent sides are the same. Alright, so let's look at the properties of a kite and how it is. And we look at the area and look at the perimeter too. So two pairs of adjacent sides. And so this side will be the same as this side. Let's say my A, B, C, and D. So with a kite, these two sides that are adjacent, okay, are the same. So AB is the same as AD. That's a property of a kite. Alright. And then BC, okay, these two sides that are adjacent are also equal. So BC is also the same as what? DC. Okay, so the BC here is also the same as the DC. Alright. So that is about a kite. Okay. And when we draw the diagonal, we can also have some properties. Okay. So when you draw the diagonal like this, okay, what happens is that for a kite, the diagonal meets at a right angle. So here is 90, here is 90, here is 90. Okay, the diagonal meets at a right angle, like a rhombus. Okay. So, and then one thing you should take note is that with a diagonal, okay, this particular one of the diagonal, the longer diagonal, okay, bisects the shorter diagonal here. Alright, so this particular side becomes the same as this side. So let me say here is E. When it's happened that way, then my length BE become the same as what? DE or ED. So the longer diagonal here will bisect. We divide the shorter one here into two. That is also about a kite. Okay, let's look at the angles too on a kite. Okay, the angle formed here is the same as the angle formed here for a kite. So a kite, what we can say is that angle ABC is the same as angle ADC. So the angle here is the same as the angle here for a kite. But take note, the diagonal does not divide the angle into two. No. Though the angle here and the angle, so when I draw a diagonal line, it doesn't divide into two. Not at all. Okay. And let me look at the angle here and the angle here. They are not the same. However, they are divided into two. So if here, whatever angle is here is the same as what is here, what is also here is the same as what is here. Though they are not the same. Though they are not the same. So I can say that my angle B, okay, B, A, BAC, this angle here is the same as DA, DAC. Alright. So this angle is the same as it because the diagonal divide the angle into two. Though the whole of this angle is not the same as the one, but whenever I draw a diagonal line, these two, the angle divide into two or two equal halves, and then equal to the dots there. And then angle BCA is also the same as angle DCA. Okay, so this angle is also the same as this angle. So that the diagonal divide the angle into two. So those are the properties of a kite. Okay, that you should take note of. Alright, then let's look at the area and the perimeter. So area of a kite is also the same as that of a rhombus. So half times product of diagonals. So area of a kite is half multiplied by the product of diagonals. That's the area of a kite. Alright, so what are the diagonals? The AC and then the BD. So the diagonals are what? Half times the whole of the AC and then the whole of what? The whole of the BD. That is the area of a kite. Let's look at the perimeter. Perimeter of a kite is also what? Is the distance around the kite. So AB here, alright, plus the BC, plus the DC, plus the AD. Okay, so this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. Is that okay? So we know that this side is equal to this side. So we are assuming that if here is A, here will be A. If here is B, here will be what? Here will be B. So if I'm using that to represent them, then what is my AB? A, BCB, DCB, and then AD is also A. Then I can say A plus A, 2A, plus 2B, which I can say 2A plus the B. Alright, so the A represents one of the equal adjacent side. The B also represents one of the what? Equal adjacent side. So this is about area and perimeter of a kite. Okay, so let's solve some few questions on kite. Alright. Okay, so let's look at the examples. Number one, the diagonals of a kite are 26 centimeters and 18 centimeters. Find the area. So number one is so simple. Area of a kite is what? Half times product of diagonals. So half time, what are the diagonals? 26 by 18, then we get our answer. So half times 26 times 18, that will give us 234 centimeters squared. So that is the area of the kite. Number one is so simple. Number two, this is the diagram, and we are asked to find what? The area and perimeter of the kite. The area and the perimeter. Alright. So we know the area is what? Half times the product of diagonals. So the diagonals, I know here has 3, here has what? 8. Also, one of the diagonal will be 3 plus 8. That will give me what? 11. Alright. But the other diagonal here is 4. I don't know here. But what you should note about the property of a kite is that the longer diagonal bisects the shorter diagonal. So this side is also going to be 4. Alright. So here is also going to be 4 centimeters. So what you should take note of that. So then we can say that area of the kite, you know, it's a half time product of diagonal. So half times the product 4 plus 4. Multiplying 3 plus what? 3 plus 8. I believe you get it. The product of the diagonal. So the diagonal, one diagonal is 3 plus 8. And this diagonal, because this longer diagonal bisects the shorter diagonal. If here is 4, here also be 4. So 4 plus 4. Okay. So we are going to have half multiplied by 4 plus 4 is 8. And then 3 plus 4 is 3 plus 8 is 11. Alright. So half times 8 times 11. And that will give us 44 centimeters squared. So the area is 44 centimeters square. Okay, 44 centimeters square. All right, so that is the area. Product of the diagonal, 4 plus 4, 3 plus 8. Okay, then let's go to the perimeter. How do you calculate the perimeter? So with the perimeter, it means that we need to find what? All the 1, 2, 3, 4. What is here is the same as here. And what is here is the same as here. So what we need is to find this side and find this side. Then we can get our perimeter. Okay. So we can say that from the diagram. From the diagram there, when I remove this side, okay. Let me call here A. Here is 4 centimeters. Here is 3 centimeters. We know that diagonal meet at a right angle. So this becomes a right angle triangle. Then I'll use the Pythagoras theorem. Okay? So that I can say that A square is equal to this side becomes the hypotenuse equal to what? What do we call it? 4 square plus 3 square. And A square will give me what? 4 square is 16 plus 9. What is 16 plus 9? 25. And A is equal to square root of 25. And that will give me 5 centimeters. So it means that this side is 5 centimeters. The same will apply here. But this right angle triangle is the same as this right angle triangle. Then it's left with this particular side. Okay? So with that particular side too, here is 4 centimeters. And I have 8 centimeters. Okay, so I also use the Pythagoras. Let me call this side as B. I also use the Pythagoras theorem and find this particular side. Alright. So what can I say? Here is B. I can say B square. This side becomes the hypotenuse equal to 4 square plus 8 square. What is 4 square? 16. 8 square 64. So what is 16 plus 64? That will give us 80. Okay, and B will be equal to what? Square root of 80. So what will be square root of 80? And that is 8.9443 centimeters. 8.9443 centimeters. Alright. So it means that we are able to get here as 8.9443 centimeters. It will be the same as here. Then we can say that therefore the perimeter of the kite is equal to 2. Here is 5 plus 5, so we can say it's equal to what? 2 times 5 plus, here is also the same thing, so 2 times 8.9443. Alright, so 2, 5, 10. So 10, 5 plus 1 give me 10 plus 2 times 8.9443. That will give us 17.8886. So when you add all, it will give us 27.8886 centimeters. So this is the perimeter of the kite, 27.8886 centimeters. I believe you have understood. So simple to do. Alright, so this is how questions on kite can be asked. I will see you again as we solve more questions on kite. Bye bye.